Avengers 2016, thank you very much for watching the show and thanks for coming. Big crowd tonight for a big panel. And breaking news, if you haven't heard, David Bennett has increased paid parental leave to 18 months.
Yes, from 14.
Such a good thing.
So I look forward to the press release on that.
National tax rate on?
Yes, exactly.
But we took to the streets of Cuba Street, I think Cuba Street today, and we asked this question.
So about 100,000 people illegally downloaded the Joseph Parker fight on Saturday night. Yeah. Would that have been one of you?
No.
I know who it was.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know it. I know people who would have.
No.
Nah, I have my own fights.
No.
No, I wasn't. I can't even say I knew it was on.
Do you ever legally download programs?
No, not yet. I illegally download everything else. Let's just say no.
Or way.
Does streaming count?
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah. I think we all do it. I think most people do it, especially because it's so easily available.
Yeah, probably.
Is that stealing?
Yeah.
It is stealing, yes.
It is technically, but
it is.
I guess it's not the same as taking something out of a store.
So is it different than if you went into a store and, like, say, stole a candy bar?
Feels different.
It feels different, but it basically isn't.
You want people to be listening to really good music, and that's the only reason I do it, is to listen to really good music, and then it inspires me to create something amazing, and then who knows, I might have just helped so many people out.
All right, so there you go. Wow. Cuba Street. So we all do it. It is stealing. We don't give a shit. All right. Okay. Do we all do it? Hands up those who would have streamed or did stream the boxing match. Hands up. No. Haley, go to some of those people. Hands.
What made you want to watch the streaming version?
I don't know, just cause it was easier for me, I guess. I don't know.
Pretty rubbish quality though, wasn't it?
Pardon?
Rubbish quality.
It was pretty shitty, yeah.
Exactly. What else? So is it okay to stream other things, TV, or is it just okay to stream sport?
I've never had a problem with it. I've streamed a shit ton of stuff, so.
I think we're all stealing.
Well, what do you think? Because this really interested me. I mean, was this guy a Robin Hood, all right, who streams this video, someone else's personal property, someone else's hard-earned money, middle New Zealand, and what are you laughing for, Grant?
I'm just interested in your argument, Wallace. keep trying here. Listen, if Sky TV don't want people to do this, why are they charging $50 for a boxing match?
No.
I mean, fundamentally, the business model is completely broken, if that's what they're doing.
Stop right there. You get people together, you get 5 of your friends together, you have a few beers or a glass of wine, and you watch it together.
Yeah.
That's what you
Well,
do.
if that's not stealing, then, I mean, it's kind of similar, right? I
It's
mean, if
sharing,
you what if you
Julianne.
invited 100
There's
people?
there's no protection of personal property under these two parties. The thing is that, if you go to movies on Sky, you pay for the extra movies if you want them other than the ones you get. You're paying for a service. And there's copyright rules, and there's also the value that those individuals... He slugs himself out in the boxing ring so that somebody can take advantage of that. It's unfair for him.
I can understand why the organizers and promoters of the event feel like they were cheated. I can totally understand that.
It's their
but the
business.
reality is that their business model is going to have to change. And they're going to have to charge less and make it easier for people to access if they want people to pay for it.
And that goes against what you're seeing in pay TV around the world, where, if you want to look at the Premier League or whatever, you pay to watch it. That's how sports are going.
What do you do? Do you video stream when you watch programs?
I've only ever done it once, and it was when I was in Boston, and it was the Cricket World Cup final, and I couldn't find any other way of doing it. I felt bad, and then I felt worse when we lost.
But this is the point, is that the only reason, a major reason people are doing this is because it's not easy to access content, and it's not easy to pay for it. And that's a problem. You got to change that if you want people to pay for something. We've got the technology. Make it easier for people to access and pay for it legally.
So around the panel then was, watch it in the pub. Exactly.
Yeah.
Watch it in the pub.
What if there isn't a pub nearby? I mean, that's a ridiculous
We're New
argument.
Zealand.
We're not talking about people that were...
Hamilton East.
Yes.
There's the pub.
It's all pubs. It's all pubs in Hamilton East. We know that.
$50, Julianne. Is it too much?
Well, I think it was. Yeah, I think it's a lot of money, particularly if you've already paid for your Sky subscription. I think that's a lot.
I suspect there would have been a whole lot less people streaming it like that if it had been a more affordable price.
All right. Did you watch it?
No, I was actually in China at the time, but yeah, but we missed it. But like, it's a market out there. If you want to watch it, you pay for it. That's what they do. You get your set sport and movies on Sky, and if you want extra, well, you pay for it, and that's just the market
quite a
that's out
complex
there.
issue. Haley, I just want to jump into the audience and just a simple question from a few punters. Was the guy who streamed the boxing match here, was he actually like a modern-day Robin Hood?
Well, I'm actually going to start with the Green Party leader, James Shaw. Hey, look who I found. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't.
Do you think the guy who streamed it was a Robin Hood or a robber?
Look, I agree with those guys over there who are saying that, look, the reason why people are streaming it and choosing to steal the content is because the price is too high, right? So if they would lower it to the point where it's more accessible, they'd actually get more people watching it.
The thing is, if you don't pay for it, then they might not have the events.
The idea is you've got to get as large an audience as possible. If it's set at the right price, you'd have even more people, maybe at a lower price, but you'd actually be collecting more revenue.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to go to another punter. $100,000 did not pay to watch the fight.
It should be an illegal violent sport, boxing. Anything else, I agree with the Christy Hynde philosophy that, you know, you should be able to share it around, you know, the anarchist philosophy of Christy Hynde and the Pretenders. But because the money in rock and roll is at the gate, Rihanna constantly tours because the money is in the gate, not in the records or the CDs or whatever. So
We're into rock and roll now, which is great. We all like rock and roll. Who else watched? Who paid for it? Who over here paid to watch the fight? Nobody. Hey, nobody. Look.
What they should do is like the Clinton effect with the AIDS drugs. They produced a generic cheap one. Sky, if they had their shit together, they'd have cheaper prices and they get more customers.
I'm not sure about that.
Thank
you, Wallace.
Wallace, this is classic green economic theory, isn't it? You know, they're saying that if they can set the price and the price would be right. Well,
isn't that the market, David?
If that's what it is. It's set by the market set this price, not the Green Party.
No,
and
the market set
and
the
if you
price.
go to the actual boxing ring, should they set that price at a very low
actually
amount so that there are thousands of people going there? That's not how it works.
I know I don't need to say this, but what David just said is pretty incoherent.
Yeah. No, it's not true.
But
what's the price then?
the price is
what
what
the
people are
market's
willing
prepared
to
to
pay for
pay.
And what's
it.
it gonna be?
And if they want more people to watch these, they should put it on free to air.
Free to
That's
air.
how
It's
you
gotta
do
be
it.
free.
Okay,
Yeah,
obviously they want to watch it. My question is, should this person who streamed it should be charged? Should he be charged? Julianne, you don't know.
Look, under
You haven't got an
We
answer.
hear a lot more
Should he be
serious
charged?
crimes. There are
All
a lot
right,
more serious
Grant,
crimes we could
this
be
is
pursuing.
like the punter on Cuba Street said, it is a technical breach of the law. There's no doubt. So if people want to prosecute them, they can. I think people have got better things to do than prosecute someone like that.
Yeah. And it's up to the copyright holder. If they want to prosecute, they can.
All right, very good. What are your thoughts on that? Would you have video streamed? Do you think it's theft? Is he a Robin Hood? At Backbenchers TV, stay with us for the quiz.